see me, family? Massa here. Mbote. Hope you're all doing good. Kimbo Kimbo and Tanzania. Mazulu. All praises for everyone that follows this channel. You're highly welcome. Mm, yeah, today we're going to talk about how great Africa really is. And we're going to talk about how Africa will stay and all the nations that will be left, uh, how they will migrate or flee to Africa. It's very well written in the scriptures. Um, First of all, I wanted to talk about the travel that we have. It will be in May, June, July. We're gonna choose one of these months. It will be in Angola and Congo. This trip is a historical trip and a spiritual trip, and surely we're gonna enjoy and also relax and have time to visit parks and the cities, which means we're gonna see the city of Luanda, and also going to museums for those that never have been in this Portuguese museums, because when it comes to the Atlantic slave trade, it started in the Guinea, Angola, the West African um, countries, you know, the Congo, the Kingdom of Luango. This is where the Portuguese came, and they have a lot of historical proofs, um, which shows us as the Jews. Yeah? And then we're going to go to the Mbanza Congo, which is the Kingdom of Luango in the Mbanza Congo, the house of the Most High. This is also where the Most High made a new covenant with us, according to history from the Congos. He made a new covenant there with us. He came down, Tatanzambe Mpungu, like an eagle, also a rainbow. The Spirit came down and he made a new covenant. Yeah. This is also where you can find Cameroon and on the other side Congo, Yankati, because there are three Congos, and there this is where also the Spirit came down. So we're gonna go to all these regions. We're gonna enter into the grots, where we're gonna see. So I will put this all in the next 2 or 3 weeks. You're gonna see a map where you're gonna see some things that we're gonna do. I will not mention everything because people will see it as strange. If I do a trip, I like it to be very, very spiritual. We will not visit the Kimagis church, because I'm not so interested in church. It's not so interesting for me. We're gonna visit the spiritual parochs, if there are some, which means there where they are doing spiritual work, because no one is interested to bow down in front of someone or to believe that Jesus is our savior or whatever, like they do. And we are searching for power. We're searching for people to bless us. There's one video that I will make very, very sure it will come. It will be about blessings. And brothers and sisters, there you're gonna see how important it is to be blessed from different kinds of sides. The Most High will bless you. A prophet can come to bless you. The angels can be sent. So people receive blessings from all over in the scriptures. And it's very important to have a double or triple anointing in this world. And because this goes to your children and it moves on and on. So Mbanza Congo, we're gonna go to the Museum of Kimpavita, visiting um, visiting the tree that bleeds or used to bleed before. I don't know if it still bleeds. The house that used to build itself. Um, the Kimpeva classes in the Mbanza Congo, the Lemba schools. Then we're gonna go to Bakongo, the prison of Mbanzangungu, where Kimbangu was put on. The prison, they say it doesn't rain into it and stuff like that. The grots, and then we're gonna go to the elders there and pray and do some stuff, some rituals, and they're gonna bless us as well. And we're gonna receive some more blessings. And then we're gonna go to the Zaire, Second Kings 8 and 21. Yeah. So and there we're gonna relax, hotel, maybe nightlife, which means relaxing a little bit in different kinds of nice areas there, looking at the Congo River, um, um, maybe going with maybe a boat trip to the Congo Brazzaville. Um, let's see. I know that many people wish to do the same things that I do because we had these things before. Always when I want to do a trip, there are some people, some gangs coming out and they want to do also their trips. But let's see. Until there, we have a little times, and now let's prepare together and make this happen. Nice. Today, um, I want to tell you guys that there is an elite. There are some people that are very well mentioned in Revelation 2 and 9, Revelation 3 and 9, and the Sephardim, the Ashkenazim. These people are calling themselves Jews, but they are not. Brothers and sisters, these people are so dangerous that you can't mention them, you can't say anything against them. So, like Kanye is saying, to learn who rules over you, simply find out who you are not allowed to criticize. Yeah. And this is the pure truth, brothers and sisters, of what you're watching so many documentaries the last days, especially about Germany, because Germany is also colonized. Many people look only as African as colonized, but the truth is that the European countries, they show themselves like they are all together. They are all one nice family, but this is not the truth. This is not the truth. Okay, and that's why they are so disappointed about that. What is happening now with Putin, brothers and sisters? I'm gonna tell you some things about all this. Um, the German Kaisers and kings, like you have it in England or in Spain, etc., etc. They fought. They came from the blacks. Yeah, the blacks. They were black. Yeah, in the ancient time, they lost the wars, the barbarian, the Vandals against the Romans. Um, and what happened? They took, like we did, Christianity, brothers and sisters. Jesus is Lord and Savior. Before that, those people had kings and gods like Odin's son, Thor, and many others, like the Greeks as well. But as you can see today, all of them are Christians. So the Christian, to be Christian, is today uh, for us blacks to look as for a savior, or you have to be Christian to make it into the heavens. But for the nations, yeah, for the Europeans, to be Christian is a symbol of power. It's like this is their um, like a totem, like a religion, like politic, yeah, yeah, because religion and politic goes together. And this is what European Christianity is, which came also from Constantine, by the way. Yeah, taking that what he wants us to take, replacing that what he wanted to replace, dividing Africa, putting some new people as the chosen people there, enslaving the chosen people. All this came with Christianity. All this came with Christianity and the headquarter, Rome and the Middle East. Yeah. Now, what is happening here? Um, this Germans and many other tribes, they lost the war, and now they accepted Christianity after the First and Second World War, which was also because of the same problems. Because there are some people that knew still the ancient ways of the Germans, who they were, and etc. etc. And they were searching for power. They searched for power, for spiritual objects, and there's a lot of occult Jesuits, and that Christianity and the Templars. All this came very very strong against the Muslims, because the Muslims also, they fought to have this little piece which is called Israel. Um, then the English people, the English Jews, they decided, because they were in power in that time. Let's be honest. Um, they decided to take Israel and to put some people there. And the Germans, they did not agree on that. Yeah, but at last they had to, because France, America, Spain, and all of them put themselves together to fight. Also Russia, to fight Germany. And this is how they sanctioned Germany, by saying Europe can't unite no more like America did, um, because of that. What happened in ancient Black Germany, which is came to the First and Second World War, and is still following them. The truth is still following them. So you have Nazis in Germany. Nazis, uh, we have to say the truth. In all white man, there's something that hates black people, but this is indoctrinated by not knowing the history, by an elite that has lied the you know to the people, that to the worker class. Yeah, they lied to them that they have an enemy. These are the black people. They're cursed, and we need their help. We need to fight them, etc. etc. So manipulation. And if you see us as a non plus ultra, yeah, it's because these people are cursed and we have to finish them off. So it's stealing, by saying other people are not like us, monkeys, and all of them did it. Jewish, the Germans, the Franks, okay, the Dutch, all of them enslaved us. All of them, the Arabs, the Indians, all of them, all of them, they put themselves together and said the black man, neither North African, West, East, whatever, they are our enemy. We need their resources, and they must be killed, raped, and etc. etc. The whole book, of torturer. No one talks about it. Still today, no one said sorry until this day. No one repaired that what they have destroyed. No one tells us the true history, and no one cares. This is the best part. No one cares, huh? And it became so worse that the black man himself doesn't care. He does not care about what happened. He does not know that uh, who he where or who he really is. So if you don't know who you really are or who you were, how do you want to know who you can become? Okay, how do you want to know who you can become? It's impossible. So that what we are today is, we are Westerners. Even in the land where our forefathers lived, we are in westernized. Like, we're westernized. We are Westerners. We're living in Western conditions. And now, brothers and sisters, um, every nation that was conquered by Rome and the Christians, they want their freedom back. The Indians and the Muslims and the Chinese and the Japanese, they did the right thing because they also started to be bowed down in front of Jesus. Okay, North Africa and stuff such. But at last, the Muslim took over again in North Africa. The Chinese, they went back to their religions and put it into politics. The Indians did the same. They say, no, we will not bow down in front of the Mammon, which is Christ, yeah, the Christian religion, and they moved on. They are now still today an enemy with nuclear weapons to the West. Just for you to understand in which kind of positions we are. And now we moved on. We are now a new generation. We are now today in a world where Black Lives Matter is shouted everywhere, anti-Semitism is shouted everywhere, love between black and white and Chinese. Do not do any crime. You have the feminine movement. You have the movement of people saying, do not harm the earth, the nature, the forest, and all these kinds of things. Then you have a movement uh, that, yeah, you have movements that goes to um, against the gays, okay? Movements that hates the Nazis. Then you have movement that hates the left hand or the feminism is, COVID movements. Brothers and sisters, I will tell you something about that. Everyone that does not follow uh, the Christian, which is the Jewish ways, yeah, is anti-Semitism. He is uh, he is an enemy to the Western world. Everyone that thinks different, yeah, is a problem. Yeah. So these Nazis that we say, oh, we hate the blacks, la la, this was indoctrinated to them by Hitler and all this, And these people know who we are. These people will call us the Jews. They will call us, these people are the God's children. They know. When they if they lift up the cross, this doesn't mean that the cross is ours. This is what's their symbol. Yeah, even in the ancient Babylon, the cross wasn't the symbol of the Most High. This is the crucifix, the Ashtera. Yeah, wood and stone. We should not worship. Yeah, so every one of them, the Muslims know a little bit when they come with the Sharia and all their their religious hate against black people. They will tell you the same. Somewhere, we hate you because we know who you guys are, the people of the book. But before, a long time ago, these people were all black. Now, these people are now the only one, Muslims, Nazis, speaking out against. That what happens here all over the world when it comes to anti-Semitism. They open their mouth. It's them. Yeah, the Nazis. They open their mouth, and many other parties of the politic. Yeah, in the West. Yeah, but most of them are rechtsradikal, which means they hate the blacks and other nations. But the things but they say, the like rice burger, like people that believe in the old German kingdom and stuff like that, the things that they say, if to follow those things, you will see that they are totally right because they were colonized. Yeah, you see, the only thing why they're free, it's because of their color. White people believe that the white race and Aryan race is the superior race. And as long you are black, you are against them. Yeah. So, but when you become white, you are one of them. Yeah. As long you do not open your mouth and tell the world the truth about the white race and what they have done. What Because normally they have to go to exile for more than millions of years for the things that they have done to humankind, to nature, to the universe, to the creator himself, to their own people. Yeah, they are more than they must be normally more than punished. But no one talks about that because if white people would start talking about that, um, it's like you're destroying your own empire. What happens? They're killing. The society kills so many of their own if they open their mouth against the system. Because this, what I'm talking to, is the system. The world always needed the Most High from the beginning. When you go to Cain and Abel, they fight because they wanted to know who the Most High loves more, Esau and Jacob, etc., etc. All the time. When they came to the Africa, they said, "These people know the Most High already. No, no, no. Let us show them our Father." Yeah, you see. So the whole world knows these people, Africa, these people in Africa, especially the sub-Saharan Africa. They know who God is. They know. No, no, no. This is not about God here only. This is about now we want to fight God and to be above, to show that God has no power. And we have created and chosen our own people above all nations. Like it is written in the book. You know? You know that's not the truth. Now, everyone that will say something in the future and even now, like I'm speaking here now, against the gays, lesbians, yeah, or feminism, you just have to have a problem or a bad conversation or fight with your woman at home. Your wife has, if she calls the police comes home and beats you up. You know, they beat you up, they kick you out of the house. You know, by forgetting that in our culture, yeah, um, things like this may happen, and after a couple of minutes or maybe an hour or days, we're gonna come together again as man and woman. Yeah, African or black people are very emotional, and we fight. If the Muzungu is not fighting against his wife, it's because he knows that he will lose his house, his car, he will lose everything that he have, and he already knows that his wife has two or three or four or five other guys outside that deals with her. This is normal in their society. And before he married her, she had already 50 mans. Yeah, they dealt with her. But we cannot accept the Western world to become ours. And the Most High, yeah, that is the funny part. The Most High, which is spirit, will now deal with the world and put his laws, yeah, into this world by force. And this is the problem that many of the people in the diaspora will deal with. Why did I call this video Africa Forever? I will tell you something. Brothers and sisters, very soon you're going to see that it's not about other lands, countries, continents, or whatever, but it's about Africa only because Israel, which is not only a people, yeah, that was chosen, but it's also the land. And the land is there where the Most High has given his children the laws, the statutes, commandments. And from Zion, this is where the trumpets will be blown, and the King of Kings will come out from, yeah, and Massa and the others, and not from the diaspora, brothers and sisters. No, 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 no. When you go to the movie Black Panther, which is a good example, there you're going to see something that will help us to understand who is who in these coming days. The people that will come and speak out loud and blow the trumpets and say things against Gog and Magog and the places where they live will come from the west. This will be our people, yeah, Jews, other tribes that went there as diasporans for living in the Western countries or even in the Eastern countries, those who are destroyed in the four corners of the earth. They will start blowing the trumpet, which means they will start now crying out for help and trying to go back to their ancient ways. That go back to your ancient ways. When you go back to your forefathers, when you go back to your land which you thou comest from, then I will lift you up again. And not when you stay, when you live there, when you be a part of the gangsters, of the robbers, of the rapers. No, 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 no. But he said you have to try to go back, yeah, and to be a part again from that which we were taken from, like cast out, ripped off. And this is the root, right, that holds the branches. Now blessings comes through the root, to the from the fathers, yeah, like Jacob blessed the 12 sons, and even by the 12 sons, Reuben was not blessed like the others. It was more cursed than the blessing. Yeah, you can see how he blessed, how Jacob was blessed from his father. Yeah, but in end of the day, the Most High had to come. He fought against the Most High, and the Most High blessed him, and he received many other blessings in the way. So there are some blessings that just can come from the Ngunzas or from the angels or from the Most High, from the fathers. Okay, the fathers have it. The land. This, this is the secret. Now, the people from the West, Brazil, Germany, everywhere where we scattered, US, Latin America, they would speak out because they lived in Egypt, they lived in Babylon, they have learned the wicked ways, and they will come back like the son who was um yeah, the 99, one of them lost. The son that was lost. From the two sons, one lived in the house of the father, was doing the father's work, the agriculture, and then the father made the party because the one that was left to go to do the parties, to look at the naked women's, to drive with the big old cars, came back. Can you imagine? And this is what you saw in the Wakanda or Black Panther movie. This Killmonger guy, who lived in the West, who was indoctrinated as Westerners, did still remember who he is, and he could even speak some words and say who his father was, that the throne also belongs to him, yeah, according to the laws of the Muntus, yeah, and he came back home. Now, The thing that is you guys have to know: the Western diasporians, that I am also one, they will come. We're gonna come with war, with the spirit of war, and teaching our people again, telling them the truth about the West. Okay, um, telling them the truth about the West, um, and also knowledge, yeah, from the West. Like, you have different kinds of places: social workers, people that worked in factories, teachers, military forces, army, right? You know, everything that we learned from the West, those people will come with this knowledge, and they will come with the Westerners. Yeah, you're shocked. Yeah, they will come with the Westerners, which means with the nations, Indians, Chinese, and whatever. But not everyone. Many people won't come. That's the funny part. Okay? Many things so that everyone has to go to Africa. No, that is not the truth. Because many won't come. Many won't go. Many won't go. And now, Africa itself and the people, the remnant that stood there, will come with the salvation. You can also go with Zephaniah 3 and 10. Or from Zion will be the salvation. They will come, and I will gather them from the corners where I scattered them. From the four corners of the earth, I will bring them back in the land of their forefathers. And I will take them from Patros, from Libya, and everywhere. This is what the Bible says. He will bring them from everywhere to bring them back where they came from. Yeah. So it's not in America. So if you look at these movements, what you see today as Black Lives Matter, yeah, feminism, and all these movements where the Most High's people can't say anything against it. Like, you can't go out and say that you are the true Jews, yeah, because then you will have some serious problems, yeah. This kind of things will bring war in the coming days, brothers and sisters. Yeah, you will never see Carrie and Gideon saying, "Yeah, we are the true Jews." She would never go and say so-called anti-Semitism words because she have followers, she have a channel. Okay, YouTube will see who's that. That woman is ours. What is she saying? We told her to push Jesus. He's not talking about what? What? Who are they? What's going on? You know, let us visit her man. He's a Muzungu, right? So this is how they go. This is how they work. This is how they operate. You see? Which means war will come just because of identity. But what will punish many of our brethren in the West, not only in the United States, but everywhere, is the hamburger, yeah, the free will, do what you will, yeah, people that will never like to go to a place where you have to bow down in front of the Most High and just do the commandment stages and follow his feasts. There are many of us in color and from the foreigners. They will not be ready because the people in Africa will cast out the wicked one, will be killed. Everything that is wicked and against the Most High and his people will be killed. Okay? Only the people that will accept the Most High will stay in the land. So those people from outside, many of them won't be even able to make it, which means it will be hard to make it back to the land. So that many people will be like in the time of Egypt, why should I go? Like many, like crazy stuff will come. I'm American, I'm whatever. A lot of things will come to their minds, things that happens already. I will show you some. I will play some video clips very soon. How people in America really thinks, because I remember my Jonathan pushing an agenda. Oh, I love America because America is suffering, and I always said this is a damn lie, because the one that is really suffering is Africa. That always suffered because Africa is feeding America and the other world, the whole world. Alô, depois já vou te ligar depois. So now, and this is what is going on. You have us as black people, not really, we cannot really say who we are, yeah, and come out with spiritual powers and all this without being shot, yeah, because the most I said, our fathers, our sons, our daughters will be lifted up in spirit and in truth. Like the spiritual power from our forefathers is supposed to come back. That most of the people call witchcraft. Then he's calling the wisdom will increase. And brothers and sisters, this is the game over for those people that call themselves Jewish and Christians. That's why the Catholic Church will fall. One of the first things that will fall is the Catholic Church. And the Muslims, they won't give up. When the people start knowing what kind of crimes they did, they will also come with their swords. So, brother, war is about to come. Now you have your own brethren saying, why should I go? And why should I call myself African if I am born in America, I am born in the Caribbean, I'm born in the Brazil, I'm born in the Germany? What do I have to do with Africa, brothers and sisters? This is what they say. Okay. Now, let me play this.
See that. I'm sorry, but I don't really agree with the term African American. I just don't. Because what's African about me? Like honestly, I was born in America. I've only lived in America. I only know American culture. So I can't really call myself African American. I can only call myself American. And you said my DNA, and if that's the case, then African is in everyone's DNA. That means they can call themselves, I'm African Chinese, I'm African Vietnamese, I'm African Mexican. Like there's no such thing. So why is there a such thing as an African American? I didn't come from Africa. I was born and raised in America. I am simply an American. Like, stop putting that other title on it. Yes, my skin is dark, but I'm still American at the end of the day. If you take a DNA test, it'll tell you won't come up as Asian. Let me tell you something about those DNA tests, okay? Have you taken one of those tests?
Okay. This is
You will have to call in,
this is
but I'm on a call
what
right now.
black
No
Americans think,
And
not everyone.
what all did you find in your DNA? Did you not find a trace of Asian, a trace of African? We are mixed up. All of us are.
That's
So
not
I'm
the
gonna
truth.
say
We are
what I
not all
said.
mixed up.
I am.
That's not the truth. And this is why you don't need the Bible to tell the people the truth. Yeah. Because you have to ask your forefathers, what happened? Why did our forefathers sell their own? Who did they sell? Now you go deeper. The Bible will tell you, um, because of your kings, you went to slavery, etc., etc. The Bible say you sold yourself, yeah. But now I will tell you, the people that were is enslaved, stiff-necked, prisoners, yeah, stiff-necked, prisoners, murderers, everyone that did not wanted to listen to the Most High. This is what happened in the Congo Kingdom. When you go higher to the Biafra, they had a lot of problems because there were the Hamites there. They started to kick their butts. Yeah, but to us Congos, they gave their own children. You don't know, in the ancient laws of the Congos, is when your children do not obey your father, if they your daughters are doing isn't are in prostitution and stuff like that, it is an abomination. What did they do? They stoned her, or they had to do something to put them somewhere. And the option that the king of Congo and the had was to take this child and people and to sell them, not for bad, not for be slaves like in chains or whatever. The first people were ambassadors and people, small people also, that were sent to work to show the Westerners who we are. This is America, okay? And nothing has changed with the same people. Nothing has changed. That's why if some people are like, "Oh yeah, Black Americans will come to change Africa," this is a damn lie. In the Black Panther movie, look clear. Killmonger, he came to Africa and he found Africa already built it, having the secrets, having all the treasures, and having the power. And in the West, they did not have the power to conquer the white. And now they came, when Killmonger came, he said, "Why are you Africans, you dumb, not standing up and fighting the Westerners? Because they are our enemies. I learned it. I saw what they have done to us. I lived among them. I know who they are. Why are you not fighting them when you have the technologies, the knowledge, the wealth?" You see? And many people are still not understanding that there's nothing new under the sun. Did you know how King Solomon built his temple? Because many people do not understand how Africa will be built. It won't be built in a normal way like people think. I told you about, yeah, the next 20 years, especially the next 5 years, how Africa will become a superpower in front of everyone's eyes. But this will be also a close for the West. They will not stay like they are today. From Zion, the lion will roar. The Westerners will be like fire, yeah, and conquer and speak out. The prophets will go there and do miracles and stuff like that. People from the West will start doing this the work of the Most High like they have done in the ancient time. But in the end of the day, people have to come out from there. People must be taught there, yeah, and people have to go back, where everything has started. So when you see with the, you know, your lenses, you will see that the whole world only talks about the Jews, it talks about the Christian when something happens, it talks about everyone and every nation. But what happens in Africa stays in Africa. No one cares. No one cares about Zion and the things that happens in Zion, brothers and sisters. There's no Black Lives Matter in Africa. But Africa gives you your Ford car, the the um you know, Africa gives you a Ford car, you know, everything that it needs to drive. Your computer, your television, your trains, your planes, your roads, yeah, your buildings, your atom bomb, yeah. But no one of Africa is so proud, not from the north or up to the east, to speak out, yeah, and say, "Do you know who we are? We're the Jews," and blah blah blah. Africans are still quiet because it's a job from the Westerners, our brothers in the West. Because when Africa wars, and the time it will war, there will be no hold for the white people no more, because they will kill the white people in the land. You don't know. They will kill them. It's like an awakening in the Pharaoh's house. The first one that you will slew is the one that you see as a neighbor. Who are you? I made it. The most of our people here in the land, they do not even know the story. But it's the same thing that is also happening in America. Many of our people in America do not know history. Germany and some other Westerners, they're even telling us a little about slavery, a little. But as long I know, in the America, these people, they just know Kanye West and party. And yeah, we have some smart people among our brethren, but the true history is hidden. That's the problem, you know. Now, brothers and sisters, before I go to the scriptures and prove it, the things that I say, because it will happen anyway, yeah, that our people will put to concentration camps, they will put in jails, they won't be able to travel, yeah. It is sad. It is sad that the prophets has to come to pick you guys up. And they will not speak. They will not be like, "Oh, the God of English, the God of German." No, they will speak some cruel languages. You guys have to will recognize Africa. Today you will see, um yeah, Black Lives Matter. You will see many people in America speaking, "Yeah, we are the Jews," and etc. etc. But how many people do you hear telling them, "Do you know the Bantus? Do you know our forefathers? Do you know what Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, and all of them said where we came from? Do you know where the garden is? Do you know that we have to go back where we came?" No one, not one, right? This is the arrogance, yeah, of our Western brothers. But in the end, they will lose everything. Never forget that what I told you. That's why I'm always laughing if someone is like, "Yeah, uh, man, I'm here in the West," and the Westerners, our people, will take a bag with them, a bag, maybe, yeah, the cars and everything. If it is not the storm, if it's not the water, if it is not the rain, if it is not the skyfall, but you will not, nothing will leave there. People like Simon Toko and everything, they said it very clear. They said the youth will come and conquer, because from Zion, the Most High will build Psalms 110 and stuff like that, Isaiah 60, Isaiah 14, Revelations 7, everywhere. It's written the whole Bible. That's what I'm saying here. Nowhere is written that we're gonna the Most High will fight our people. Will come that he will bring our people's power out from the America or from the West. A lie. They have to go back, the traditions and feasts must be done again in the land, because we have still people believing, yeah, I can do the Most High's feasts or sing the Most High songs or live the Most High's ways in the land of the pagan. In the Africa, you still have some people practicing our ancient ways. In the West, no one, not one. Huh? Isn't it? And you can't just read the Bible, because in the Bible it's not written. Our ways are not written in the Bible. I told you there is a secret how the houses of the Most High Dawidi will be built. It's in spirit, right? Where's the spirit in the West? Did you ever see a Hebrew Israelite doing spiritual work? Here, then you have to go to those American teachers there, or this pastors that are doing miracles by doing witchcraft. Yeah, witchcraft and miracles of the Most are two different things. Okay, the one is for free, and the other one is bringing you to captivity. So this kind of things, yeah, shows us that our problem is not only outside with the white man, but it's in our society. Yeah, it is in us. Yeah, and now black people are still fighting to get America for them, by forgetting that the white man is not calling them for fun African American, because he's telling them indirect, bro, you are a Jew, you are coming from there, you're not from here. He's telling them indirectly, dude, hey, it's mine, it's not yours. Okay? The Westerners, they took over those places. Okay? You can go to Germany, you can be a German. A black man can't be German. Okay? It's always from where? From Angola? From where? From Congo? From where? From America? From where? You are a German, is a German. And it's everywhere. Now you want to become an American? So you are the father of a Gentile. And this is what you wanted to say indirectly. Like, hey, look, I'm a new species. I'm a European. What do I have to do with monkeys? The problem is, as long the countries lay waste, as long the American people do not really suffer, you will still call them monkeys. But the same monkeys, they have Nigerians, Ghanaians, Angola, Congo, they have the eastern part of Africa, southern part of Africa. These monkeys are too many. These monkeys, they go to the Brazil, they go to these monkeys are too many, way too many. You see? So that problem that we have here is the Most High is winning. Okay? And let me show you this kind of things in the Bible. You guys have to be very, very careful. Yeah? Very, very, very careful, because the white man is very tricky. The white man is very tricky, and he's working hard, yeah, on dividing us and colonizing us again. It was always possible to colonize us through our own people. And we will not have a kingdom of the Muzungus in the promised land. Okay? If your fathers never teach you how to be a king, like you could see in the last movie of the King of Samunda, or the Prince of Samunda, the American family or something like that visited them with the American style. Okay? They were like, what is this? Pants down there. Hey, man, uncle, what's going on? Who are you? Hey? What? You see? They forgot that the Most High is a law full of traditions. Full of traditions. We are suffering because of our traditions. The things that makes us suffer is here in our palm. We forgot it. That in our own laws are curses involved and debts. You do like this happens to you like this. It's there. It's there. And every one of us knows. It's in you. You know when you do something, you know you will pay. And many of our people, they want the West to protect them. Many of our people wants the West to protect them. Like, long live the West, because here I'm protected. And I understand if someone say I grew up there, I learned there, studied there, I eat their food, I walk like them, I smell like them. I understand. If you go into Africa, you will have a lot of problems with your brothers over here because they are completely from another space, and you will regret a lot of things. Yeah. Hey, but look, can I deny my own father and my own mother? Huh? Do you know that mother and father are gods? Before you want to search for the Most High, you first bow down to your mother and father and to your offspring, forefathers, because of them you are in this world. Do you know that from them comes all the blessing and wisdom and everything that we today don't have because we have rejected them? Just soon, I heard from a herbalist, which is a natural mediciner. This woman, she went once to the ocean, like they go swimming in the ocean. Then a man came out of the ocean, blessed her, and say, "You will have the healing gifts." And when she died, because she was called a witch already, this grandma, she gave this power to her her offspring, and still today they have the power. But now they became Jehovah wickedness. The woman, if she touches someone, boo, healing. But because she's the Jehovah wickedness, they're saying you have a gift of the devil. You can't do this. You can't do this. This is an abomination to us. You know, you are rejecting that what is inside of you, which is God, and you want to show us another God, like the Gentiles have done. Because the Most High is spirit and power. You know, and many people do not understand that it is not a mixed up thing here. It was not in vain that we went to slavery and all this. Everything is happening for a purpose, for a bigger thing. And this bigger thing won't be a Gentile world. The Gentile world is supposed to fall, brothers and sisters. Many of us will learn different kinds of things and many things. And we have to be ready to learn those things, to accept those things. Even if before you clean your room, chaos must come. But then in those chaos, you will find out who is who and what is what. Okay? This is the most important. This is where we are. I'm talking to different kinds of pastors. They still do not know that Yesa'yah were black and all these people. They don't care. So whom should the Most High pick and teach? Whom should the Most High show his ways again? Okay? Because we are really at war. When you look clearer, you will see that the Westerners and the nations, they do not want the world to know who we are. And therefore, we have to go back and not just pick up, oh, we are America, we are this. Hey, when will America start speaking out like Farrakhan sometimes do? And then some of many do, not, but many are still lost. If you wear African clothing in America, they will laugh at you. But brothers and sisters, this is about to come. The world will wear African clothing. If you start eating fufu in America, they will laugh at you. But the whole world will eat the manna. Okay? Yeah. You will eat African food. Okay? So, all this showed me that we need more love among us. We have to come with more evangelizing, even more. Even people in power that had different kinds of books written or had influence, they will never say it's not only us in America, it's also people in Africa, it's also people in the Caribbean. They will say it's, well, we in America are suffering. We in America. No, that's not the truth. You're in America, you are fine. But don't forget, America is Babylon. And you know, Lucifer with the hands, what is called the statue there with the light bearer. It's in America. It's nowhere else. And it has to fall. So what will I do? I have to go back and understand what our forefathers have done, and not looking back to the to Sodom and Gomorrah, where man and man, woman and woman, where the food is defiled, where uh you know, everyone can do whatever he wants to do to his parents, no laws at all about marriage. Everyone can do whatever he wants to do with his wife, with his dog. You can bestology, lying down with animals. This is the West. And even they themselves in the West, because there's some melanin in, keep some truth in them, because in darkness is power. Yeah, they're still fighting themselves because they want to finish off everything that was from the Most High. So you want to be black, you want to be maybe also a Hebrew, but you don't want the Most High's laws and people and land where he himself lives, because all of us has to go back to his mountain when he roars. And not coming from the west to his mountains. No, this won't happen. Yeah, but it will be tribes and tribes, so that we can go and worship the Most High like it's supposed to be. Now, brothers and sisters, I told you the next wars that we're gonna see is the wars of truth, um, because of this this thing that is anti-Semitism. This anti-Semitism, brothers and sisters, this is deeper than you think. It has something to do with nationalism, nationalism, or whatever. Yeah. The problem is that the people that really speaks out are communists, Nazis. They are against it. They know it's a lie what happened there. So they will attack it by killing and putting people in very, very bad situations, brothers and sisters. I watched 2 or 3 people. One of them in Germany, he wrote a book, many books about cookbooks. Attila something is his name. That man is the most wanted. He fled to Turkey, and even there they are searching for him to kill him. Yeah, just because he said things against the government. And believe me, in Germany they're not so hard like in other countries. Now, for an example, you are speaking out anti-Semitism in Africa, and you are well known as a pastor, you will die. It's the same. The Western influence is everywhere, which means, what is anti-Semitism really? It's just another word for no one can say who the true people of the Most Highs are, because everyone has to bow down in front of them. Romans 9, from them comes the Christ. To them belongs the kingdomship. The prayers to the whole world has to go back to them. The Most High is them. The lands are them. And that's why they will never accept it. And that's why they are calling it the war of wars. Yeah, where the Most High say, my people will fight, but at the end, I myself have to come and fight, because this won't be a normal fight. Did the Most High say that we're going to fight from America? Or did he not say that people will be captive over there? Or captive in the West? He said we're going to fight from Zion, from down against the people in the north. You see? So people that thinks they must be smart, they will be humbled. In the next 5 years, they will be humbled. White people will search for a way to come to Africa and build and do as much as they can, because they know they smell the spirit. They understand something is up. And we have to wake up our people with love and tell them, look, it's good to be here. It's good to have all this, but tomorrow we have to prepare. Let us ask how to get the true power and wealth, because the wealth comes through knowledge. The wealth doesn't come because you have a stone of diamond. Oh, I'm rich. In the next 5 or 10 minutes, you're gonna call the Jewish guy because they are the one holding the diamond industry, and you will. So you need knowledge, power, people behind you. We need each other. Yeah, even if Germany wants to do something, he calls the Americans. If America wants to do something, he calls the France. Okay, maybe because the scriptures say very clear. Some people will say, I belong to Christ. Some people will say, I belong to Judah. Some people will say, I belong to the Archangel Michael. But in end effect, we have to stick together. Yeah, it's one. It's there's one enemy, and even their own white people will recognize that there's only one enemy. So now you will see who is who among us. Yeah, because that's not no more the time to call Africa monkeys, and I'm not one of them. I don't belong to them. If the Westerners would like to have melanin, they would like to be in Africa. They would like to know how they can do things in Africa. Yeah, how to make Africa great again. Many people are searching for that. Even the Africans themselves are fighting now for Africa, which is uh, very new to me, believe me. Which means the spirit of the Most High is coming back. Now, let me just share the screen and show you some Bible verses, okay? So, first of all, we should never forget that this world is given in the hand of the wicked, brothers and sisters. Never forget that part, right? Okay, let me go fast with my Bible to Deuteronomy 28. Oh, yeah, the scriptures, right? Let me start here. Precept upon precept. Okay, Deuteronomy 22. Let's go to 7. It says, remember the days of old, consider the years of many generations, ask your father, and he will show you your elders, and they will tell you. When the Most High gave the nations their inheritance, when he divided mankind, he fixed the borders. So every of the nation has his borders, and his what? Of the people according to the number of the sons of God. So everyone has his gods, etc., etc., and his borders. Yeah. So if someone says, I do not belong to Africa, because these people, if they say African American or something, they are saying, hey, you're still, the Most High's child. Because they know. Now, all good? Let us see. Let us go a little bit against the word anti-Semitism and prove it wrong. I go to Matthew 27 and 25. It is said, and all the people swear to his blood be on us and our children. Yeah. The thing is that the thing that is happening today is the same thing that happened before. People are like, we don't want to be really saved. It's like we want to see if the Most High really will do that what he's saying or trying to do. Let's say try to do. Okay, because we are strong enough. We have the weapons. We have the knowledge. We are protected, etc., etc. It happened in Egypt. It happened in the Congo. Yeah, it happened in all the borders of Africa when the prophets spoke, do not bow down in front of the cross, do not bow down of the new religion. Our people did, and they said very clear, let the blood of the saints of these prophets come upon us. Killed the prophets, yeah, and we saw where we are today, yeah. They took our people, some of us stayed, and we are still in the same position. And this is what the people say in, with the other word, like, what do I want? Or me, I want power, but all the others that are black, I don't care about them. It's like if you say that some people from Haiti and stuff like that shouldn't come to America. The problem is not black people to come to America. The problem is America to give the black people that what they own the black people. Because that what the white people have to give black people the back. It's it's a number that no one can count. It's the trillions of trillions of rebuilding, repaying, healing. But because black people know, oh, I won't get it from the white man, so I will take it from my own brother. Why should someone from the Caribbeans and stuff like that come to my country? It's not your country because it's a Babylon. Yeah, Nebuchadnezzar is there. He's teaching. He's the boss. His laws. He has the cars. He has the big old houses. He's living there like a boss and taking organs from children and living long. Not you. You see. So that what you see there is someone speaks out and says, "Oh yeah, don't come to China land because the Viet Cong is ours." Yeah, and the same people, yeah, the same Chinese hate that guy, or the same Muslims in the Arabia or in the Dubai doing the worstest to our women's, the worstest to our men's, yeah. And the man is like, "No, I'm a Muslim." It's the same crap. It's the same crap. It's the same movie. Now, when we move on to Daniel 9 and 11, 12, it said, and Isolole has transgressed your law and turned aside, refusing to obey your voice, and the curse of oath that are written in the law of Moses, the servant of the Most High, have been poured out upon us, because we have sinned against him. He has confirmed his word, which he spoke against us and against our rulers who ruled us, by bringing us upon a great calamity. For under the whole heaven there has not been done anything like what has been done against Jerusalem. So if someone comes and starts saying things like that what happened in the Germany, in Nazi Germany, against those people there is more worse than that what happened to us, it's a damn lie. So when something such a worse thing happened to you, why will thou forget the things that happened to you and your fathers, and not do everything to become as you know, like you were in the old times? You know, the book of Baruch. Is this Baruch the writer? Yeah. So Baruch, King James version do is so. Book of Baruch 4, the Apocrypha, right? Let's start by 25. My goodness. Baruch Bible. Come on. So, the book of Baruch, here it is. Oh, now you wanted to give it to me like that? It's just 4. Okay. Baruch 4 and 6. That's good. Baruch 4 and 29. We need 26. Okay. My children, let me make it bigger. Okay. I'll still share the screen. Good. Now, listen to this. My children, suffer patiently the wrath that is come upon you from the Most High. For thine enemy had persecuted thee, but shortly thou shalt see his destruction, and shalt tread upon his neck. My delicate ones have gone rough ways, and were taken away as a flock caught on the enemies. Be of good comfort of my children, and cry unto the Most High, for ye shall be remembered of him that brought these things upon you. For as it is was your mind to go astray from the Most High, so being returned seek him 10 times more. Yeah, this is what the Most High says. Okay, now, very good. Then the Most High says something. Let's go to Romans 11. Gentiles grafted in. He say, so I asked, did they stumble in order that they might fall? By no means. Rather, through their trespass, salvation has come to the whole world, so as to make us jealous. This is what we are, and we are too jealous. I think it's enough because we are tired to be jealous. Now we have to seek to the Most High to give us that back what belongs to us. But now he's explaining what really happened or is happening. Now, if the trespass means riches for the world, this fall, okay, we felt. This means because of us, China, India, the Caribbean, Spanish people there, all the people all over the world, Americas, okay, Europe became rich because of who? He's talking about the land and the people. We build it. We are slaves. We are working hard for them with low budget. Yeah, we are suffering. We were enslaved by them. Um, what else? Our politicians are paying debts to them. Um, you know, we pray in their temples and pay money to their gods. So our land is violated by them. Our waters are violated by them. Yeah, trees, etc., etc. Yeah, the earth. Yeah, uh, this makes them rich. Okay, and then what must happen is, which is the mystery. Now I'm speaking for you as a prophet, from the Gentile. As much then as I am an apostle of the Gentile. Okay, this is what he said. In order somehow to make my fellow brothers jealous and thus save some of them. Why? Because many of our people, in foolishness, become terrorists. How can I explain that? Myself, when I look at my life, I could become rich long time ago. But what means to be rich here in this world? Mostly to be disobedience to everyone, arrogant. You can see how arrogant African Americans are the stars. Everyone knows that. Everyone knows. Uh there's no such like, oh yeah, Massa talks rubbish and he hates. No, I'm talking for my people. If we talk about salvation, it has nothing to do with color or which tribe. There were not 12 tribes, by the way. I will finish this doctrine off very soon, okay? This 12 tribe doctrine comes from the 12 sons. Yeah, the 12 sons are Congo sons, and they're very well written that they're Congo sons, because the Congo history will tell you the true history of the Bible. Yeah, and you will understand it completely different, because that's why it's called also the kingdom of Makoko 12. Nowhere is written in Africa 12. This is the kingdom of Makoko 12. This is a normal that Africa has a lot of tribes, not only 12, brothers and sisters. But we're gonna see, in order somehow to make fellow Jews. So it's like rich to become rich, having the possibility to buy whatever you want to buy. This is the possibility that's why we say in America you can become whatever you want to become. Brothers and sisters, everyone is searching for the money, but how much money do you really need to have a good life, or to have a stable life? Are we only chasing for the money now? Is it the only thing that we know? And our children will know. And their children. Is that what the Most High wanted for us? When did we have time and do that what he wanted? Did he not say that you do not have to be preoccupied with what you will wear or what you're gonna eat or whatever? So the problem here is that many of our people, by being prideful, can't be saved. This is impossible, Burst. It's impossible. That's why the Moses say, I will send my teachers even up to the mountains. These teachers must be very strong, because Kimbangwe said that the people from America will be the most stiff-necked blacks to bring them back. America needs the salvation. American blacks need the salvation, not the African blacks. The salvation, the people that need salvation, that are in captive in the land where they are not supposed to be, is the black people from America. Okay? And those in the Caribbeans, etc., etc. They're scattered. And to save some of them, the Most High lifted white Jesus. He gave this white people everything, but the source comes from the root. And we're going deeper. The root. Look how he will call the root. If the dots offered as first fruits is holy. Holy. What is holy? Holy means is an adoption or a part of the Most High, because the only one that is holy is the Most High. But now he's talking about the first fruits, which is our forefathers and our bloodline. He's saying that we are holy people, which means you are God. So is the whole lump, and if its root is holy, so are the branches, brothers and sisters. So if we are holy, the whole world will be holy. It's not about America. It's not about China. It's not about Russia. Everything that can come from there is only wickedness. If the root doesn't do his job, forget it. If the people will not start speaking out, free Congo, free the Southern African against this people invaders, free the Namibia, free the Zambia, free us, so that we can start coming back, the black diaspora from everywhere, having this willing and being forward and saying, we have learned, we know what we have to do. We learned from the Khazars, we know who these Nazis are, this Jewish, I don't want to say so much, you have a lot of nationalists and racist people in America too. The KKK movement and all the Templars in the Europe, these people are still there. With other words, now the Most High called us a holy people. But if some of the branches were broken, and you all thought a wild olive shot were grafted in among others, and now share in nourishing root, which means now we have other people, like she said, oh, we can be Chinese, or we can be whatever, Europeans. No, by rape, through violence, through killing. Why should I accept an identity, like this Christian bullshit that was indoctrinated or was violated, given to me in violence. Okay? And this is the problem. Because you will always have this Uncle Sam. So now, he's continuing. Do not be arrogant toward the branches. If you are, remember it, it's not you who support the root, yeah, but it's the root that supports you. Europeans have never done anything to Africa. American blacks, they have never given anything but Africa all the time. Your food, your cars, your houses, your satellites, your bombs that you're going to bomb Vietnam, bomb Iraq, bomb Japan, bomb China, bomb the whole world, bomb Haiti, bomb the Jamaica. You bomb, and you see black people are bombing. Oh, my son, he's in the army. Well, what? You are a criminal. You are uh, a brother's killer, not a brother's keeper. You are a killer. You are a shame. This is what you are. You don't know anything about the laws of 10 commandments. You do not even know one of them. You are a Gentile. This is what he's saying here. He's saying, how can be the Gentiles grafted in? Because you are the Gentile as well. Okay? Then you will say, now he's talking about the Gentiles. He say the Gentiles now will say, because the other one became so stiff-necked and crazy. Yeah, you can see Kanye West is not a normal human, man. This is a crazy guy. This looks like he's like a guy who went to the concentration camps and people were shocking him. He's saying he have a lot of demons that say different kind of things inside of him. Then you will say branches were broken off so that I might be grafted in. Now the ones are saying, do you not know? The Muslims, the best one, they love this. Do you not know the Israelites? They are no more. Huh? Kafir, nigger. Now we, Allah, we are now the one. The Christians think the same. You can never show me anyone that believes in religion that will believe that you are the one, that you must be lifted up, that people have to bow down in front of you. No one. So as long you lived in the midst of those people, because the Most High said, I will bring you out of Egypt. I will bring you far away of your enemies. Why should we stay in the enemy's house? He said, when you go to the enemy's places, do not accept their commandments, statutes, and everything that they do. Why should we still stay and say the Most High is there? So you are against the Most High automatically. And this is what you are. You are the Nazi. You are the stranger. You are the rapist. You are the enemy to us. And this is the problem. And we know that. Someone that has brain knows that many of our people are dangerous for our society. And this is what they say. Then you will say, this is what the Most High say, branches were broken off, so we are now out. The Most High has nothing to do with us no more, but now it's their turn. Yeah, they are the one, and to be proud, to do the same mistake like we did before and still doing. Now, the Most High is explaining and saying, they were broken of their unbelief, but you stand fast through faith. So do not become proud, but fear. For I, the Most High, did not spare the natural branches, neither will he spare you. Note then the kindness and the severity of the Most High. Severity toward those who have fallen, but the Most High's kindness to you provided you to continue in his kindness. Otherwise, you too will be cut off. And this is what is happening. Yeah, the proud of the Christians, the proud of the Muslims. Because really, we could find the true God through Christ, but brothers and sisters, you will never find. And this is the truth here. Because this came with them. The time of them to bring us now their doctrine of peace is over. Okay? Which means we have now to go and grab these elders from their graves. The spirits has to come back and tell us, hey, what did we do with this stone? What did we do with this plant? What did we do with this animal? How can we multiply animals? How can we multiply trees? Okay? And they are scared of that, yeah, because they see that there is no limit where we are going, because this was the true spirit that was before. And it's also about the money. If people are becoming smarter, how can you steal from them? Because if a black America today is with his diamonds, where these diamonds, the most of them came from Africa. You're showing people diamonds, not to forget that this diamonds comes from Africa. Now, he didn't finish there. Now he's talking about the salvation itself. And now he's saying, be in wisdom in spirit. And don't think like you will understand easily. Because I do not want you to be unaware of this mystery, brothers. A patrial hardening has come upon our people. So it's not everyone. Yeah, I do not want to offend everyone. So a patrial. Until the fulfillment of the Gentiles has come. How can that be that the Most High is still lifting up the nations? Do whatever he wants to do. Go to Africa and take, make our people suffer and Jesus up and Allah. He say, until the fullness, do first what you have to do, Gentiles, and then I will wake up my people. What is this? Do you see how patient and what kind of trouble the Most High put us? So when you think, oh, it's over, it has not even started yet. Because in the end, black people would start shooting themselves in the ghettos, doing the worstest things because of hunger, because of political criminality, and you will see by yourself. There's nothing new under the sun. It will be a Sodom and a Gomorrah. Lawless people that don't know the laws. Now look, he's continuing with the Bible verse that I love very much. It's Amos 9. So he's saying, for behold, I will command and shake the house of Israel among the nations, as one shakes with a sieve, but no people shall fall to the earth. Which means he took us to slavery, but those who will come back will be cleaned up, will be, a new people. He's saying, all the sinners of my people should die by the sword, who say, disaster shall not overtake or meet us. Like that woman said, why should I go to Africa? Because you don't see the value of Africa. Yeah? We are coming to the value of Africa very soon. The restoration of Isolele, it's happening in the same time. And he's saying, in that day I will raise up the booths of the tabernacle, the houses that is fallen, and repair its branches, and raise up its ruins, and rebuild it as in the old days. We know that we were kings, right? So we're going to build that like in the old days, like in the Black Panther movie. They may possess the remnant of the white people and all the nations who are called by my name. You see? So all the people that will understand, they will only talk about Africa, 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 Africa. And the awakening from this place, the spirit, the walls that will be there, the things that will come out from there. And they will be like, Edom, no, we have to go there. And the Edomites themselves and all the people from the nations, they will try to make it in these places. And brothers and sisters, they're building every day. Hey, you guys, you see me here, man. You're gonna see, and you're gonna say, man, there was someone, he saw this coming. I was talking about the weather change years ago and saying exactly it's not about 10 years, 20 years. I was telling you very soon. Even Kimbangu said after the 100 years, this and this might happen. You see now every day somewhere else, earthquake, rainfall like crazy, water coming from all the sides. Yeah, this is real. And this thing's what I'm telling you guys. It's happening. He's saying, behold, that days are coming, declares the Most High, when the plowman shall overtake the reaper, and the treader the grapes, him who sows the seed. The mountains shall drip sweet wine, and all the hills shall flow with it. I will restore my fortune of my people, and they shall rebuild the ruined city and inhabit them. They shall plant vineyards and drink their wine, and they shall make gardens and they eat their fruit. And you see, he's saying he will bring his people back, and those people also that will come back, they will also build. Now, if we go to Isaiah 60, because many people will be like, hey, how can it be? Do you really believe that these people, because I do not belong in there, I will either fight for America or for any other country than this African people, yeah, or whatever. But now look, foreigners shall build up your walls. Foreigners shall build up your walls. And just because I'm now teaching this teaching here, if not, I will show you how King Solomon, he used foreigners to build his walls. He used spiritual powers, rings to build the walls to the city. Brothers and sisters, you can't imagine. There is something that is coming. And everyone that, do you know how much times the precepts of Isaiah, when he said, I'm making a party, I'm calling my people home, but my people killed and slew the prophets, then they killed my sons, then they killed whatever who I have sent. Now foreigners can come in and live with me. Do you remember that? Do you remember these Bible passages? This is what is happening. So people are like, oh yeah, black, black, black. This is not a black and white, really, brothers. This is an awakening of truth and spirit. Now, look what is happening. Your gate shall be continually open. Now, here, for the nations and kingdom that will not serve shall perish. Those nations should be utterly laid waste. So the thing is that many people do not understand that we gonna conquer them, the nations. That there will be nowhere salvation but in Zion. And I'm going to show you that he's talking about Zion. Yeah, because here he's calling himself already the Holy One of Israel. Okay, he made you beautiful. He's not saying, "Oh, the Holy One of that lives in the whatever what kind of places." He's talking about his country. And look, we're going deeper. Now it's here. The sons of those who afflicted you shall come bending low to you, and all who despise you shall bow down at your feet. They shall call you city of the Most High. Now, the Most High is man, as you can see, and the Zion that you're searching for is not only a location, but it's all people. Now, we're going to become the Zionists of the Most High in the land of Isolele, whereas you have forsaken and hated with no one passing through. I will make you majestic forever, a joy from the age to age. And this is that. You have been forsaken and no one talks about you. Did you hear Kyron Avery or whatever this dude's names are talking about the Africa? Did you hear any one of them talking about the Africa? And this is it. Simon Toko was suffering, brothers and sisters. He said, to whom should I go? Can it not be that my own people, if I knock to their doors and I slew like thousands of the Gentiles, and I want to enter to his house to rest, to drink from to drink, to get some water so that I can go again and slew them? These people won't open the door. My own people will shut the door so that the Gentiles comes to kill me. This is the problem here. Okay? The problem is Zion, the true Zionists, the true holy land is forgotten. It no one mentioned it, no one talks about it. Yeah? No one. Okay? Yeah. Here you can hear things that you maybe have never heard before, but it's in the Bible, it's well known, yeah, that the people have forgotten. Yeah, if you hear George Floyd, then it's not about that people here no more. It's George Floyd. Now people know George Floyd. Give them 100,000 or millions. Good is better money than nothing, right? But these people here, no one remembers them. No one talks about them. No one would. This is how it is. So the only one that we need is the Most High. Look, the Most High did not end the day. Just for you guys to know, because many people do not understand. Because someone asked me, "What is with the Gentiles, Masa? Why are you? We can see Gentiles in your teachings and stuff like that." I say, wait, I will tell you why I am not only teaching one people or believing that only one people, because you read it by yourself how they grafted in. You read it by yourself how they will fall. You read it by yourself that it will take a lot of people from us to their sides. Yeah, many. And you read it by yourself that the Moses said they will build the kingdom. Read the ancient text of Solomon and everything, who built the kingdoms. And it was the strangers. There's nothing new under the sun. Okay? So wait. Wait. He's continue and saying, okay. Simeon has related how the Most High first visited the Gentiles to take from the people for his name. This is happening now, brothers and sisters. The first people that will understand, it's not only, oh, Jewish, oh. The first people that will start protecting the nature, start trying to change, to bring light, because our presidents, they fear the white man. When the white man, you have hundreds of white men living in Africa, the presidents must now bring in righteous police people there. So it's a battle in the land that is happening. Yeah, and a battle of truth outside the land. Yeah, where also people will start recognizing the black people who they really are. But in the same way, he will start now bringing those people from the nations in. And with this, the words of the prophets, I told you the prophet said it. I don't have to read the Bible, yeah, to tell you that this will happen like this. Like the prophet has said, like it is written. After this, I will return and I will rebuild the tent of David that was fallen. It's the same thing that we read in Amos. It's the same thing like Simon Toko said, Kimbango and me. I know it. I can see the times. I saw the visions. I will rebuild its ruins and I will restore it, that the remnant of mankind may seek the Most High, and all the Gentiles who are called by my name. Say the Most High who makes these things. Can you imagine, brothers and sisters? Okay? That what I want to tell you guys is, uh, let me see what Sister Mafuta have written. We have to be very smart in this end days, yeah? There's some of other people that may help us more than our own, yeah? And it's about those who keep the commandments, people who love the Most High. It's not about those who makes one of cool, who are the gangsters and the bullshit rappers. It's about our people in truth, yeah? As you can see here, when I go to the book of Romans 9, who we are first. I'm speaking the truth in Christ. I'm not lying, and conscience bears me witness in the Holy Spirit that I have great sorrow and unceasing anguish in my heart. For I could wish that I myself, so he's explaining for him. Yeah, so brothers come from him and his brothers. So my kinsmen, according to the flesh, they are Israelites. Okay, good. And to them belongs the adoption, the glory, the covenants, the giving of the law, the worship, and the promise. So if someone says, I'm an Israelite, he's an African. To you belongs the Christ, which is the kingdomship, the worship of the Most High. No one else can lead the worship of the Most High if it is not you. The Holy Spirit is only seen by you. Yeah, it's like the Jehovah Witness. You will not see a black guy teaching the Jehovah Witness who the Most High is. You will not see the Romans, by the Pope, their a black guy teaching them who the Most High is. You will not see by the Chinese. You will not see by any others. Like I said, among my brethren or our brethren, I will send someone. To us belongs, yeah, the adoption, which means you are God's. So, okay, and flesh also melanin. He's talking about the melanin too. He didn't stop there. Let me take my Bible. There's a very nice one that I really received. It's also Romans 10, I think. Just for you to understand that this is many people will come first with this carnal mind that it is very easy for us to enter because we are Isolally, right? It's easy to manipulate the heaven spheres because because we are black. But if you're black and you do also hate your brother, and not only that, but you also do not really accept your fathers or the ways of old, which means your other brothers, or let's say your other parents, which is also still the Most High's ways. So who are you then? The Gentile from the Gentile club? Huh? Do you think we don't know the white man or what? Do you think me must don't know the white man? Do you think we do not know cocaine and all these kind of things, but they do? Bruh, you can't dance against us. No, 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 no. So this means you are the devil. Yes, you are, and we know, and we will fight. That's for sure. Many people will try to enter here and hide themselves. In the party of Christ or in the party of the Most High. I hate the name Christ, by the way. Sorry. In the party of the Most High, there was one that entered into the party with black clothing. Yeah. He entered into the party and he hit himself like, oh yeah, no one has seen me. I made it. Ha! Who told them that I will not enter into the kingdom? Yeah. And at last he was everyone he knows when he reads the Bible what happened to this guy. Okay. This is what is about supposed to happen, brothers and sisters. So Romans 10. Yeah, I need Romans 10. Exactly. It's Romans 9, by the way, too, but verse 6. So, but it is not as thought that the word of the Most High has failed, For not all who are descendants from Israel belong to Isolele. And not all children of Abraham, because they are his offspring, but through Isaac shall your offspring be named. This means that it is not the children of the flesh who are the children of the Most High, because you are Shemite of Abraham, but the children of the promise are counted as offspring. For this is what the promise saith. Okay? So you have to be a children of the promise in spirit and in truth. You know, that's what the people are fighting for. Shemite, 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 anti-Semitic. This is what they really are. Abraham is the father of many races. I can move on, brothers and sisters, and prove it even deeper. And this time, Sarah will have a son. Yeah? And he's talking, and now Yakuba is coming. So he left this covenant with Abraham, left the covenant with Isaac. He went now with the covenant now with the Bantus. Okay? And that's why you have also these problems in Africa. Okay? You have Shemites in the. Be careful. You have Shemites among these white dudes, Arabians, this Arabian people here, these Ishmael. Yeah? They are Esau on all them. They are Shemites. Be careful. The same word, oh, your blood come upon us. Yeah, because he knows some of us are truly descendants. Some of us really wants to be free. And some of us are like, why should I be free? when I say wrong things, then I may lie to others. That's what the scriptures are saying in some other word, in some other scriptures. Be careful that some of our people do not betray you and make you to fall, because this is one of the baddest thing that can happen to us if we fall because of some other people's words. Because the Most High's word will never finish. It will always continue, brothers and sisters. We cannot stop to believe in the word of the Most High, even if it becomes boring. It would stay forever. Now, he did not stop there. So he just called all the people from Abraham. You guys, you can be from Shem, but it doesn't mean anything. You can be from Isaac, it doesn't mean anything. So he just said that. And even if you are from Jacob, if you are not from the spirit, if you are a fleshly guy, you must be born in spirit. You have to know spirit. You have to be the spirit, yeah, if you want to go with me. Do you understand? And what kind of danger we are? He didn't stop there by explaining how in what kind of conditions, in what kind of position we are. Now let's see. So. Galatians 4:22-28. For it is written that Abram had two sons, one by a slave woman and one by a free woman. But the sons of the slave was born according to the flesh, yeah? While the son of the free woman was born through the promise. Now, this may be interpreted allegorically. These women are two covenants. One, it is from Mount Sinai, yeah, where you see today, yeah, there, the Middle East, bearing children of slavery. He's talking about all the Middle Easterner. She's Agar. And now Agar is Mount Sinai in Arabia. She corresponds to the present Jerusalem, for she is in slavery with her children. But the Jerusalem that is in Africa, and she is our mother. For it is written, rejoice, O barren one who does not bear. Break forth, cry aloud, you who are not in labor. For the children of the desolate, that's why we call it isolele, one will be more than those of the who has a husband. Now, brothers like Isaac and our children of the promise. Brothers and sisters, you have to know these things. You have to know. It's not about only the people who we are, it's about the land itself. The mother has this earth lives, the paradise lives, it's there. Eden is there, the Most High lives there. Okay? You have to understand this. Everyone that hates the Most High will automatically hate his people, his land, his commandments, statutes. He will hate. He will be like, I'm Western. Because the Westerners, they hate us, right? They never wanted us to unite. This is brother and sister Mafuta, what she wrote yesterday, I think. She sent it to me. I found it very nice. They never wanted us to unite. They worked extremely hard to keep us divided. How long will we continue to make the same mistake? The black community in the US is especially censored. Memorandum 49 proves that. So it's a fact, not an opinion. They say everyone is allowed to speak that they what they believe, but when our opinions differ from their agenda, we all know what will happen. Let's be honest with ourselves. We are not like the nations, and they do not care about us, and they show it all the time. So, why are we so arrogant? And if we are better than the other people just because we live in the US, yes, we are the people of the Most High. The Nzambi delivered us from Egypt, and that comes with a lot of families, rules, and responsibilities that cannot be ignored. At the same point, we must allow ourselves to think critically, or will we continue to make the same mistake as our forefathers that were brought here on ships? If so, it means we have learned nothing. We are here to learn. We can't continue to act like our ish does not stink. Yes, I said it because it's true. Knowing we are is great. Now we must examine our ways and change. We have sinned before our Creator and must repent. It's not all but the white man, it's a spiritual issue, a lost connection issue, a love issue. Wake up. We become our own oppressors when we endorse, defend, or ignore our sins. We are arrogantly wicked and must repent, divorce this wicked nation, and return to our Bantu African root in traditions and culture. I love that part where you say people are ignoring their sins, like they're sinless. No, we are better, blah blah blah. But did the Most High not say that there is no one that is better? So it's crazy. It's crazy. It's the devil. It's the devil speaking out of many people. Arrogant. Just tomorrow, something can happen to you and everything is gone. And exactly this will happen to you because you have lived this arrogant life. You have to pay for it because we are all of us are here to build the kingdom again. And Revelation 18:4 says, "And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not her plagues." You see, with other words, do you really want to stay in the West when bam bam starts? Okay, because African people will sing and rejoice with palm uh, branches in their hands against the kingdom of the north. Brothers and sisters, this is the fact. The end of the West is near with plagues. And I think we can do better. I really didn't want to abuse anyone because I know many people are abused if you say tell them the truth. They want to hear that we are the best and whatever. We are the best. Yeah, we are Isolele. But we have always to remain humble. Yeah, and learn, brothers and sisters. Learn slowly. Yeah, he said, "Do you want to be the best? Then serve your brother. Serving. Do we really do that? Because if we really would do that, I think we would be far. We would be really, really far. Yeah. Now, thank you very much. That's it for today, and I will see you very soon. Ingeta.